So, what is communication process? Communication, it is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. Communication, it is a continuous process. The process is a concept of changing rather than static existence. Here, communication, it is a dynamic process. It is involve more than two persons, and the first person is sender. So systematically we can explain it in a another way with a diagram, but it is not possible to see you the diagram, but we can explain the elements of communication process. Communication process involves the elements, then elements of sender, then ideas, then encoding, channel, receiving or receiver, decoding, and last one is feedback. So the first element in communication process is the sender. Sender is the person who intends to make contact with objective of passing information and ideas to other person. He is the sender. So sender, it is the first person in communication process who intends to share his ideas to another person. The second element in communication process is ideas. The ideas is also known as, or we may call it as, subject matter of communication. This might be an opinion, attitude, feelings, views, orders or suggestion, etc. The third element is encoding. Since the subject matter of communication is abstract and intangible, its transmitting requires the use of certain symbols such as words, actions or pictures, etc. Conversion of the subject matter into this symbol is the process of encoding. For example, if you say no, then we may put the symbol of cross. Again, if you agree, then we can make it as a tick mark. The fourth element in communication process, it is channel. The symbols are transmitting to the receiver through certain channel or medium. This channel may be audio, it may be audio visual, it may be in written form, it may be in poster, in signboards, etc. And the next element in communication process, it is receiver. Receiver is the person to whom message is meant for. Actually, the sender wishes to, or he intends to share his opinion or views to the person, and that person is known as receiver. Actually, receiver is also a vital element. He is the vital element in communication process. Next element is decoding. As the sender sends his message in encoding, so the receiver converts the symbol received from the sender to give him the meaning of the message, and so he has to go through decoding process. And the last element in communication process, it is the feedback. what is feedback? Feedback it is the process of ensuring that the receiver has received the message and understanding in the same sense as sender meant it. That means what sender intends to convey his message or ideas, in the same way the receiver also has to give feedback to the sender, and in this way the communication process is completed. But the first, as we know that the first element is sender and the last element is feedback. So the feedback goes to sender, and in this way communication, it is a never ending continuous process. That is why it is said that communication, it is a two-way process between sender and receiver. It is two-way process, no doubt. Then another important thing is that with the element of feedback, it is that means communication, it is a never ending continuous process, and this is the communication process. Communication is very important, very vital for effective management, because communication, it is the for management, it is communication is basis of coordination. Without communication, coordination is not possible for management. And for smooth working of enterprise, management requires effective communication system, communication process. Then another importance of communication is that communication, it is the basis of decision making. Without communication, it is not possible to choose the right alternative among the various alternatives to make good decision for management. And communication, it increases managerial efficiency, and communication, it is also required for promotion of cooperation and industrial peace. Then another important or significance of communication is that effective leadership is mainly based on communication, because a leader must be a good communicator. Again, communication helps to moral building and motivation of the employees. So communication for management, without communication, management cannot run an organization, or a businessman cannot run his enterprise or industry, etc. So communication, it is the vital thing for management, and without communication we cannot do anything. And now what is communication may be different type. It may be written communication, it may be face-to-face communication, it may be audio visual communication, and now it is the email or internet. It is also communication, one means of communication, one channel of communication. As we earlier said that there are different channels of communication. So in our next class we have discussed about different and channel of communication, as well as there are some barriers in communication process. There may be some barriers in communication process, there may be some obstacles in communication process. So we are going to discuss it in our next class. Thank you.